Hello. Thought I'd just do a brief video this morning on a first aid kit that I carry with me. Everyone's kit's going to be a little different, but this is the one I tend to carry with me on a trip when I'm out. Now this is only basic first aid equipment. This is like what I'd be carrying with me out in my ambulance when I'm at work. This is a basic kit that I figured that would be sufficient enough to take care of the everyday injuries that you may encounter while afield. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start off with the bandaging end of things, and everyone should have just assortment of bandages with them. These are just your normal stick-on band-aids. Also, I keep some butterfly bandages in here as well in order to draw the wound together. If it's a small laceration, it does not need suturing, or if it even is, though it may need suturing, just at least keep it together. There's a better chance of controlling the wound from bleeding and give you a better chance of not having a scar at the end. So, basic bandages. Second off, I have a absorbent pad here. This is more or less like a surgery pad. There are 4x4s, 2x2s. This one just covers a little bit bigger of an area. It's a lot thicker, more absorbent material. This is your second line of defense, if you want to call it, whenever you're treating a more significant wound. Followed up with a roll of cling. This is actually what's used to wrap over the bandage in order to hold it in place, and you have now a pressure bandage. Alright, we're not going to get into the first aid treatments today. I'm just going to go over the kit. So, I also keep a ACE bandage, which is good for securing a sprain. Also can be used in place of the cling to hold down my dressing, or it can be used to help to hold some wood together in order to make a makeshift splint in the field. Moleskin. Moleskin helps to prevent blisters from forming, or if they're already formed, to help them from being more of a discomfort for you while you're trying to hike through the woods. I have some new skin here. It's like a glue. It's used for very small lacerations, for abrasions, for blisters. You just take the unscrew the top here, has a little brush on the end. You just go ahead and put a coat across wherever it is, and it seals the wound. It will sting, I'll be honest with you, but it's a good prevention. It's waterproof and makes a real good seal. I just keep an antibiotic ointment here for the minor injuries, just to help prevent infection. That's it in bandages. I do keep a couple cravats with me. I can use them as bandages. Another way of securing a splinting device uses a splint and a swath for fractures. So, all right. Since we're sitting right here, I'll just get to this dental care. Of course, I keep a toothbrush with me. Toothpaste is in my food bag because of the odor from bears. I have a tooth repair kit here. It's a device you can use to actually pack an area where a filling was. It may have came apart, or you might have a new cavity. It actually packs it, and also has a pain relief capability to get you through until you're able to get out and get professional dental care. I keep an assortment of medications with me. I have some Aleve up here, Advil. I have some ibuprofen in here. Imodium AD for diarrhea. That's really sucks when you're in the field. But as long as you do take the time to boil it and purify your water, you shouldn't have a problem. But if you eat something and it does not cooperate, you know what happens. So it's good to have some Imodium AD with you. I got some sting relief swabs here. You snap them, rub it onto the sting area, be it from a bee sting, mosquito bite, etc. Same token, I'm not allergic. Some of you may be allergic. You may want to keep an EpiPen with you. I have some Benadryl, more or less same reason. If you're having a little bit of reaction to it, also is good for allergies, as in environmental allergies, sneezing, runny nose, itchy eye, etc. So that's my medication end of things. A little bit of Gold Bond body powder. I use this for putting into drying up my feet at the end of the day, or when I'm taking a break. It's also good. You can drop some in your boxers to prevent shafting. We also carry some bag balm. It's also a good cure. Also, you can use this for your bow drill, prevent friction on the top of your spindle. Keep some Tums. You never know when you're going to get heartburn. Some chapstick, tweezers, get a splinter or a tick you need to remove. Biofreeze. Use this whenever you get a cramp, shoulder pain, back pain. Wonderful stuff. Let's see what else I have in here. I keep a good assortment of Deep Woods towelettes with me. These are real convenient. They're just like a baby wipe, but got the bug repellent on it. Gloves. Nope, I'm not going to wear a pair of gloves to treat myself, but for some reason I need to treat somebody else out there. It's nice to have a pair of gloves, because unfortunately today there's a lot of bacterias and parasites and stuff that people carry, diseases that you don't want to end up yourself having to get. Rubber gloves. I keep an assortment of safety pins here. Not only do I use this to hold a bandage in place, but I can use this to hang some clothes off of a piece of paracord to dry, or a quick fix to a pair of pants. So, a set of safety pins. For a more prolonged repair, I keep some needles and thread. And last, I have some Q-tips in here for just my personal hygiene. My ears are always clogged, so. But this is just a basic first aid. I keep this all in a, this is actually supposed to be a shaving bag, but I keep it in here, but it's nicely organized, has separate pouches. Like I said, this is just a basic first aid kit. If you don't have any type of training, you really should get out there and find a community college, fire department, ambulance service that provides first aid courses. So, alright, this is, like I said, just a brief description of my first aid kit. I hope this helps give you a little bit of an idea of what you can carry with you afield. In addition to it, I'm planning on doing is getting a sand splint. Yes, I can make splints out of wood and everything else in the field, but a lot of times I like to have the item there to make it a little more simple, more efficient care for the patient or myself. So if it's for myself and I have a fractured leg, it's kind of hard for me to maneuver to get when I need to splint myself, but I can do it. But all right, like I said, just a brief description of the first aid equipment I carry, and